Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. Here in the Bible Bistro, I am so glad that you have joined me here today. What a great day to worship the Lord and to actually, just study His Word, because the psalmist or the proverbist said, Solomon said, that we're to wait at the gates of wisdom. Well, here we are, waiting at the gates of wisdom. And what wisdom will we find today? Well, we're going to look today at verses 11 through 13 here in Psalm 104. And don't forget now, we're doing this in two parts. So we're just going to hit through verse 17 this week. Now, we've seen this is a psalm about the greatness of God. Thou art very great. That's the way the psalmist puts it here in Psalm 104. It comes on the heels of Psalm 103, which was about all the benefits that God provides for His people. This is about the benefits that He gives to creation. He talks, there in verses 2 through 7. 2 through 6 really is about the creation of all things. He focuses on the water, beginning in 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, today we're going to see some more of that in 11 through 13 and actually find out where that water came from. The water that he's been talking about, the water that has its bounds, the water that, are springs in the valleys and so forth. Where does that come from? Well, we'll find that out today as we read. So let me do that. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild asses quench their thirst. By them shall the fowls of the heavens have their habitation, which sing among the branches. He watereth the hills from his chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works. Kind of needs a sailor there, doesn't it? So here we have verses 11 through 13. They give drink. What's the antecedent for the they? Go back up to 10. He sends springs into the valleys which run among the hills. So the antecedent to they is the springs. Springs is plural. We have a they in 11. They give drink. Springs are doing that work. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild asses quench their thirst. The fowls build have their habitations, sing among the branches. So we have the fowls of the heaven, the beasts of the earth. They're being provided for by the Lord, because He sends springs into the valleys, and that's where the beasts and the wild animals and all the birds are, there by those water founts, which is, you can go to any natural place today, any preserve or any just wilderness area, and that's what you'll find. You'll find that the watering places is where everybody gathers. All of creation gathers by the watering hole, because you have to have water, and the Lord provides it. He sends the springs. And then you have verse 13. And verse 13 is kind of what I teased. Where does all this come from? Well, you look at verse 13. He watereth the hills from his chambers. Now, where have we had that before? Look up in verse 3. Who lays the beams of his chambers in the waters. So you see, the Lord's chambers are in the waters, and so He takes those waters and sends them by way of the springs to the valleys among the hills, and He waters the hills from His chambers, which means He's taking that water and He's giving it. So He creates the water, puts the beams of His chambers in the water, and then He takes the water and He gives it to His creation. He's watering His creation from the beams of His chambers. This is really quite wonderful, isn't it? The earth shall be satisfied with the fruit of thy works. And here the psalmist turns about, and now he's going to speak just momentarily to God, the fruit of thy works. So we have the beams, or the beasts watered, the fowls have their habitation, and so forth, all there by the water places. And the Lord is doing that by His works. Okay, join me again tomorrow. We're going to look at verses 14 through 17 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.